Pranam sir.
Namaskar.
Lots of you must be wondering what the hell am I doing here. Now, when Pradeep Gua, he's sitting right here, he said, we want you to be in this conversation. I said, you must be kidding. And he said, no, I'm serious. You have to do it. So I said, I will do it, but what are you calling the session? Sadhu or Shaitan?
Could have been appropriate.
And then the last 1 week has been grief and pleasure for me. I was going on a holiday to Goa when my good friend Jitendra Jain walks in and says, gives me a bag of things on Sadhguru and says, learn something about Sadhguru. I said, I'm on a holiday. I did some reading, very interesting reading. So grief actually turned into pleasure. Thank you, sir. My wife was wondering as to what's happened to him. These are not the kind of books he used to come to Goa with. But I did a little bit. Now, first of all, I think this is a great opportunity for all of us to learn. And I'm not going to confine it to this question. There are certain issues. It's an advertising forum. There are people's issues on which he has wonderful things to say. And I'm going to try and see if we can get maximum out of Sadhguru. I don't know when is he going to be with us again. Now, spirituality and consumerism. Is it versus? Is it with each other? One is about attaining satisfaction. The other one is about continued dissatisfaction. So my first thing that I want to ask you, Sada, I have a point of view. That is consumerism actually driven by paranoia in the people. People buy 6 sarees because they think if I go to this party and somebody else is wearing a saree like me, I'm paranoid about it. People buy a new mobile phone within 3 months because somebody else has got a new mobile phone and I'm paranoid about it. When it comes to children's products, I think the paranoia is at a phenomenal level. I remember when I was young, nobody stopped me from climbing trees. Nobody gave me extra supplements in my food. People allowed me to do things that I wanted to do. And today it is a scenario, I don't know what all we are feeding our children. There is paranoia. There's continued paranoia going on. And I find that paranoia, I stretched it a little bit. What will be the next stage of this paranoia? That mothers will say to their sons that do not become a batsman. I want you to be Tendulkar. But I don't want you to be a bowler. So why don't you want me to be a bowler? He said, have you seen Mutaya Muralidharan? Leather ball, he puts his fingers in his mouth, bowls it, it travels all over the ground, and it comes back again, and again he licks it.
There are some who are also biting it.
So where can they coexist? Is it paranoia? One would love to hear your views, sir.
Good evening, everyone. Any kind of ism, consumerism or whatever kind, any kind of ism will lead to a certain mindlessness. So mindless consumerism is definitely not towards human well-being. The advertising industry should focus on creating conscious consumer rather than mindless consumerism. Because consumption used to be a disease, you know. So even now it's a kind of an ailment. That is, we will not do… in our lives we will not do what's needed. We will do what is expected from somebody. This means your life completely derails. People who expect whatever they expect out of you they themselves do not know a damn thing about their lives. To fulfill their expectations, if you live, obviously you will completely go off the track. So I feel the industry should focus on creating a more conscious consumer and a more conscious every kind. Ism means a certain mindlessness, simply doing something. Once this sets into a society, a mindless society will go in cycles, not really getting anywhere. Nothing profound will live in that society. Everything becomes profane. Right now, we're rapidly trying to go there. This is a nation, this is a culture where every aspect of life, simple or otherwise, everything had a deeper rooting. Everything had always a deeper meaning. Simple things, how to sit, how to stand, how to eat, everything always had a deeper connotation. Because of this, no matter what kind of rigors outside situation offered us in the form of invasions, in the form of exterminations of certain kind, famines, whatever came, the spirit of India lived on undisturbed because of a very deep rooting. If you take away this deeper rooting in a human being and make him very, somebody who lives out of a mall, these people will get shattered very easily. You must understand this. Till recently, till last 25 years, 20 years I would say, the number of people who are psychologically deranged in this country is extremely low. I know there are a whole lot of argument and debates, oh, that is because it's not recorded, that is because it is not documented. That is also a fact, undeniably it is there. But still, for 1 billion people, how many people are psychologically deranged is extremely small, simply because of this more deeper rooting into every simple thing has a deeper meaning and a deeper possibility. Today, because he brought up the issue of women and children and whatever, the statistics say that 42% of women in United States of America over 45 years of age are all on antidepressants. If you take away a few medical formulations from the market, half the population will go crazy, that's what it means. That's not a healthy society. In many ways, that is a product of mindless consumerism. That is. After having seen that happening to one society, if we do not learn from that, we for sure mindless. Whatever kind of ism you follow, ism means mindlessness. It's very important that human societies function out of their intelligence, not just out of external tendencies that are going on right now. They will come and go. There will be a certain segment of society which does that, but pushing the larger segment of society into that kind of a mode clearly shows we are not interested in the well-being of human beings. We just want to sell something at any cost. And above all, if you go by consumerism, the only way you can sustain this is you're determined to keep one half of the population in abject poverty. Because if 7.2 billion people who live on this planet have to have a life in terms of consumerism, an average American citizen has, the Living Earth statistics says that we need 4.5 planets to sustain this. We only have half a planet left, one half is already taken. With half a planet, you're marketing for 4.5 planets. This is a dangerous process. The only way you can do this is one half of the population should be kept in abject poverty so that others can go in consumerism binge. I think a more sensible way of living is possible. This does not mean you do not enjoy your life, this does not mean you don't have things. Everybody can have what they need. Everybody can have what they can use, but just for the sake of satisfying somebody else's opinion who himself is mindless, if you go about digging up the planet, because whether you take a phone or a car or a spacecraft, you can only dig it out of this planet. We're going to dig the Mars, that's different, but right now, whether you make a safety pin or the biggest machine on the planet, you have to dig the earth. I'm not trying to render an ecological message. I'm talking about human beings. This is like the proverbial a Panchatantra story where a man is sitting on the wrong side of the branch and cutting it. If he succeeds, he will fail. That's not good. If you succeed, if you're going to fail. This is happening. Successful people on the planet, not so much in India yet, it will come. In the Western world, the most successful people do not carry the most joyful faces, okay? They carry really tense and agitated faces. So now we are sending out a message to the younger generation, success is suffering. This is a very wrong message. If you do this, what happened in the 60s in America will happen everywhere. The message was so clear that success is not worthwhile, so the younger generation chose, they thought it's better to sit on the street side and smoke pot. Definitely, at least we're happy. That's the philosophy of the youth. That will come everywhere if you send out this message that success is suffering. Success is the sweetest thing in human life. It doesn't matter whether we do small things or big things, success is the most important thing. If success becomes suffering, if a society gets this message, that society is for sure down the drain society. So consumerism, creating a conscious consumer who can pick and choose what he wants is different. But mindless consumerism is definitely pushing us in that direction.
Have you ever felt like your own mind is working against you? Days that start with a fog of confusion and end in mental fatigue. Your thoughts scattered, your focus fleeting, your inner world a storm of noise. We live in an age of information, yet feel a deep lack of clarity. We chase endless stimulation, yet lose our connection to our own innate intelligence. But what if I told you there's a path? A way to unlock the full potential of your mind, to cultivate sharpness, and to find profound inner stillness without retreating from the world. Thousands around the world have walked this path, guided by the timeless science of yoga. Many started exactly where you are, feeling mentally stuck, overwhelmed, and searching for a way to expand their own capabilities. They believed their intelligence was a fixed trait, a limit they could never surpass. And yet, they discovered within themselves a capacity for growth they never imagined was possible.
Shambhavi mudra. Like diabetes, hypertension, asthma, eating disorders, and many of these kinds which are all essentially generated from within, all these things can be quelled from within if only we are willing to pay a certain level of attention to the innermost dimension of who we are. Inner engineering is a powerful process of approaching the inner core of who you are in a scientific manner, and this is definitely a way to create a healthful life.
Now, that same transformative power is available to you right here, right now, through the profound wisdom shared by Sábio. The journey begins with a simple yet revolutionary understanding. Your brain is not a static object. It is alive, dynamic, and capable of remarkable growth. Recent scientific studies are only now beginning to confirm what the yogic tradition has known for millennia. Through dedicated and precise practices, you can literally grow your brain, enhancing its function and expanding your intellectual and perceptual abilities. Imagine a daily practice, just 21 minutes of your time, being the catalyst for a monumental shift. Within just a few months, this small commitment can bring about a significant improvement in your mental clarity, your sharpness of thought, and your overall intelligence.
So something that I particularly noticed is how comfortable I am within myself. My insecurities seem to have reduced a lot. My relationship with others also had improved significantly. I think I became more inclusive than what I was before.
Up until Shambhavi in January 2021, I've just been living with pain in the body. The first result I'd like to point out about Shambhavi Kriya is that it's had a tremendous effect on my physical well-being. Somehow, some way, I don't know the science behind it, but it's keeping me free of pain. Being able to sit without noticing my body for long periods of time, that has just had tremendous impact on my mental and emotional stability.
Took inner engineering. Like I said, this is a
This is not a mystical promise. It is a tangible, verifiable outcome of applying a powerful inner technology. The yogic sciences offer a direct method to engineer your interiority, to cultivate a mind that is not a source of turmoil, but a brilliant instrument of perception. At the heart of this transformation lies a practice of immense power and antiquity, Surya Kriya. While many are familiar with Surya Namaskar, which is a beautiful salutation to the sun, Surya Kriya operates on a much deeper, more fundamental level. It is not merely a physical exercise or a gesture of reverence. It is a potent spiritual process designed to activate the inner sun. What does this mean? Within your own system lies a reflection of the grand cosmos. The sun, the source of all life and energy on this planet, has a correspondent within you, the solar plexus or Manipura chakra. Surya Kriya is a meticulous and powerful practice that systematically awakens this inner solar energy.
Shambhavi Mahamudra, just a simple practice for 21 minutes increases brain function and neuronal regeneration. This means as you grow old, you will become more intelligent. Usually young people think you're getting stupid. Yes, your brain is actually growing, you understand? It's getting better by the day. Now there is scientific evidence. We always knew this, but today a meter has to say it. If a man says it, it's not true. If a man says it, it's doubtful. But a meter has to say it, now the meters are saying it. The meters are saying your brain is actually growing by doing a simple 21-minute practice. And you don't believe the meter, you just do the practice for 3 months and see, you will see how clear and how smart your mind is suddenly. Surya Kriya is a powerful process of activating the sun within you. When I say activating the sun within you, sun is in every aspect of whatever you see on this planet. Fundamentally, it is a solar energy which is driving life on this planet. So when we do Surya Kriya, we want to generate that energy within the system. There is a cousin to Surya Kriya, which is a Surya Namaskar. Surya Namaskar is a kind of practice that evolved out of Surya Kriya. Surya Namaskar is largely a way of saluting the sun, but Surya Kriya has more spiritual intentions. Surya Kriya has more powerful connotations attached to it.
When this inner sun is ignited, it brings a profound balance to your entire system. It stabilizes your body, calms your mind, and aligns your energies, creating the perfect foundation for life to blossom within you. Unlike Surya Namaskar, which is about paying homage, Surya Kriya is about internalizing and embodying that solar power. It is a way to generate a stable, lasting source of energy and light from within, sustaining and nourishing every aspect of your being. This awakening of inner energy is the key to unlocking your true potential. When your system is balanced and energized, your mind naturally becomes clear and incisive. The fog lifts, the mental chatter subsides, and you are left with a profound sense of presence and capability. This is the state where intelligence is not just about processing information, but about profound perception and insight. Finally, and perhaps most importantly, Sadhguru reminds us of a fundamental truth that underpins this entire journey. The grace of yoga is always present.
The grace of yoga is always upon you. Just keep yourself open. Keeping yourself open means keep your normal concerns aside. Who is thinking what about you, what is happening, what is not happening for you? Just leave that aside. You're breathing, you're alive, this is the greatest thing. Become available to the grace of yoga. This will become a fantastic thing. It's not far away, it's within you.
It is a boundless, ever-available force, like the very air we breathe. It is not something we must earn or strive for in a desperate chase. Our only task is to make ourselves available to it, to become open and receptive. This requires a conscious decision to set aside the burdens we carry, our worries about what others think, our anxieties about the world around us, the endless loops of our own thoughts. It means cultivating a state of simple, willing openness. The Academy is an online platform designed to guide you on a journey of balance and self-transformation. Inside, you'll find exclusive video lessons and teachings inspired by Sadhguru, one of the world's most respected masters of yoga, meditation, and conscious living. You'll discover how to quiet the mind and awaken your inner energy, how to nourish your body with awareness and vitality, and how to bring spirituality into your daily life, even amidst the noise of the city. These teachings have already transformed millions of lives across the planet. Entrepreneurs, artists, parents, professionals, ordinary people who rediscovered the joy of simply being. Because yoga is not just exercise, it's a science of inner alignment. When practiced consciously, it reorganizes your body, mind, and energy. For less than $20 per month, you'll have unlimited access to all content inside the online Yoga Academy. You'll receive yoga practices for beginners and intermediates, guided meditations to calm the mind, teachings about healthy eating and conscious living. New exclusive lessons added every month. You can watch anytime, anywhere, at your own rhythm, in your own space. No rush, no pressure, only presence. Maybe this is the sign you've been waiting for, a gentle reminder that it's time to take care of yourself, to turn inward, to reconnect with the essence of who you truly are. Click the link in the description of this video or visit our channel's homepage and join the online Yoga Academy Wise Guru today. We're available only 100 vacancies, and the first 10 people to sign up will win 3 ebooks from Sadhguru. So register now by clicking on the link that is in the description of this video.